So Justin, thank you for being here with me today. I wanted to ask you, what has inspired you to create Proteios?
All right. So since a young age, I've always been somebody who's exercised a lot, really into fitness and also really into nutrition. So since the age of 15, I was taking your supplement shakes that you see on the market and, buying the protein powders and all sorts of different powders, creatine and so forth, and just trying to get the most out of my workouts. And that I sort of took that to the Entrepreneurship Senior Design class, and Griffin and I, who's my co-founder currently, as well as the rest of our team, worked on this idea for this supplement shake machine, sort of like a vending machine. And this is really where we started prototyping the idea, doing customer discovery and so forth. And really the concept is that you would have different supplements stored in the machine, as well as syrups that would mix together and dispense into a cup or a blender bottle at the gym. And throughout that process, you could easily set up your user profile on an app, and that way you can just walk up to the machine, scan your phone, and say, okay, I want a pre-workout, and just get your shake in under a minute. So that's really the core of the idea. We've developed that a lot along the way with the class, as well as out of school here, starting the Miller's Fellows.
How has Proteios changed from when you became a Miller Fellow to now?
So Proteios has changed a lot. We started really disorganized. We had, I think, 6 people still when we were starting out. Most of the people from the class, as well as another guy that had come in, another friend that had come in to help. And we were just sort of all over the place in terms of trying to stay organized and trying to just unite under a vision. And no one really knew what was going on. So it was a hard decision, but what we had to do early on was cut out a lot of the other founders, as you could call them, from the class. And Griffin and I continued on from there. And Griffin's working full-time. I'm working part-time on the venture currently, but we aspire to get to investment. And at that point, then I would be joining in full-time. And so that's really the biggest change from when we started. That's happened all within about the first 2 months. And then recently it's been really just attending the workshops, getting a better understanding of the basic entrepreneurial knowledge and how to approach investors, how to set up a bank account, how to just do all the basics, all this stuff you don't really learn in school per se, but you do learn it just sort of through doing. And finally, we've been focused more on the gym since the Miller's Fellowship, whereas initially we were very product focused.
How has the Miller Fellows program helped you grow as an entrepreneurial thinker?
Okay, so as I mentioned before, the workshops are key in gaining that base entrepreneurial knowledge. A lot of them were customized to our questions, and I found that to be very useful. So it's sort of like our customized seminar, personalized seminar, you could say, which is exactly what we're trying to do with our product, our personalized protein shakes for you. So I found that very useful for us to get kickstarted, as well as just the community, being with all the other entrepreneurs. In this case, 5 other entrepreneurs, was just incredible as a community, especially during these pandemic times when it's a little bit more difficult to get out there and to have those interactions.
All right, Justin, what advice do you have for future Miller Fellows?
So one thing that Tom Miller said to us right around the middle of the Miller's Fellows was to not get so caught up in the details. We're approaching our product from a very engineering perspective, trying to think about how we were going to design a website that chooses customized supplements for people. And it was just getting too complicated. People care about achieving their fitness goals and getting the right supplements for that. They don't care about the getting into the weeds per se. So what I would say is putting yourself out there to really understand that customer need, get very close with it, talk to those people every day, as well as, in our case, we're B2B2C, so talking to the gyms it's super important understanding, aligning those business interests as well, so that when we do go out to receive investment, not only do we have a need in the market, but we also have a plug-in with the gyms to be able to plug in that model. So really, it's about refining your vision and making sure that what makes you unique stands out, and your value proposition from that stands out as well.